But Dalton, I think it's time for a little local legend.
Next one going to Josh Dykoff, the Wadena, Minnesota native. Yeah, last couple years been playing up at University of Minnesota Crookston, graduated our class, and transferring to the University of Kansas here. He's been hitting the cover off the ball for the Rocks, the Northwoods League with St. Cloud lately, and making the jump from NSIC ball to the Big 12. So this is gonna be big. I actually played against Josh a lot growing up. I had one tell us that, we were probably the two best freshmen he's seen that play that year. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm better than this kid. Well, this kid was turned out to be a lot better than me. And a super nice kid, super nice family. His brother, currently pitches for Fargo Moorhead as well, Jake. His another brother that's an absolute stud as well, Justin. He struck me out a few times. For me, it's been really cool to see him. He was always kind of that shorter, pudgy kid, and he went through puberty and all that, and turned out to be a really, really good ball player. And the Jayhawks are getting a good one.
Yeah, for sure. And like Northwoods League isn't easy to rake in.
No, there
Those,
is a lot of very good players in there.
yeah, for sure. And like you've seen quite a few top 10 picks. Pete Alonso, Max Scherzer, Brooks Lee, Hunter Dozier.
Justin Verlander.
Just yeah, like they've all played through the Northwoods League and like dang good to be able to rake there. And like it's one thing to do it at Crookston, but it's also another thing to do it at the Northwoods League.
hmm
Yeah.
As far as top summer baseball leagues in the country for college kids, I think the Cape Cod kind of gets a lot of attention there. Well, the Northwoods League's not far behind. Like, I mean, they had a lot. I mean, there's definitely a few more, D2 and D3 players in there, but those players are very good players. They're now with the transfer portal, are probably transferring to Division I schools. So those are a lot of very good players in there, and
Yeah.
something really cool to see.
Yeah, the league's just exploded in the last probably 10 years. Like the league is exploding. Like they're a lot over Michigan now. Like they got three teams in North Dakota, like bunch over Wisconsin,
Mhm.
Illinois, in that region, like exploding. It's good to see like a lot of talent being able to play in summer ball and like for these towns that care a lot about baseball.
St. Cloud's kind of one of the OG teams for that league as well. They started out as the River Bats how many years ago? Now they're the Rocks, but that league started out pretty much as St. Cloud, Thunder Bay, Duluth, Mankato, and maybe a few teams in Wisconsin.
Rochester.
Yeah, Rochester, and the way it's exploded is they got them in Lacrosse, Waterloo, like you said, three out in North Dakota now. So that's really cool to see, and I mean the atmospheres at those games are actually pretty good too. It's not like some amateur baseball games where there's 12 people here and there's those 12 people happen to be related.
Right. Exactly.
You
But
know,
like I think they also got the minor league. We're gonna give some pretty sick names out. Like not my personal favorite, the Hot Tots.
yes,
Pretty
I
good
just,
one.
for me, they are a little closer to Winona, I guess, and but the lacrosse loggers or the Thunder Bay Border Cats.
Yeah, I mean, there's some good names out there.
You look at it, it's like, oh, when we're Stinger, it's actually kind of generic compared to some other teams in that. The
Wow.
Mankato Moondogs, and the atmosphere is cool at those games too, with all the stuff they do in between innings and getting the fans involved, and
Two people who have done that. I'm just
yeah,
when Dean Dalton did it, I ended up being victorious, but
you
I'm
know,
not one to brag about it.
I have a feeling I got hosed there. I was kidding. You look at the teams, Eau Claire's in there, Battle Creek Battle Jacks. That's kind of a cool name. You got the Spiders, the Green Bay Rockers. Well, and I can't remember how many years ago it was now either they did the home run derby for that league on Lake Michigan. I don't know if you remember that.
No, that is sick though to like have Lake Michigan in the background.
Yeah, and they actually added a new team this year as well, a team in Indiana. So they're expanding, and
Yeah.
it's Richmond, Indiana, which
Yeah.
I believe, don't they have a minor league team, or is that Richmond, Virginia?
I'm I know the Richmond Flying Squirrels, I believe, are in Virginia, and it's the weirdest
Okay.
thing. You want to know who their major league affiliate is?
Who?
The Giants in San Francisco.
Really?
Yeah. Like I
Huh.
think they're the farthest from their major league affiliate. Like,
I would believe that. Yeah, and something to look at too is, these players don't get paid either. and they're literally living with host families. And I know a guy who was a host that he was a host for some of the players for Mankato and the Moondogs back in the OG days, and
Yeah.
he was like, I mean, he said he always tried to be the best he could with, getting them meals and everything.
Yeah.
And he hears other stories of host families. It's like, oh, yeah, they pretty much just let me live there. Where he was like, no, I want you guys to use my car, and
Like, pretty much playing games every day too. So it's
almost like minor league baseball in a way.
yeah, pretty much.
I mean, the minor leaguers aren't getting paid much, but well, that's all we got today.
That is our action filled episode for today.
We appreciate you guys tuning in, and well, next week, I'm not sure what we got going on next week here, because we might have to do a little live episode from St. Louis next week, huh?
Yeah, for sure. We got a few fun things going on. More teams are going to be reporting to training camp, and I think we got more exciting activities coming up here in the next week and beyond.
Yeah, if you guys haven't yet checked out our trivia episode, we had a blast filming that.
Yeah, no, that was
It
a lot
really
of fun.
touched our knowledge.
Right. No, that was really fun. Like Luke was a
And
gracious host. He had some
I'm hoping,
wonderful categories for us.
yeah, and looking, I keep thinking about like, how did I come up with Terry Steinbach
Yeah. Yeah.
to
Also,
win?
yeah. Also, another gripe I wanted to bring up: the first like three or four names you mentioned in South Dakota State had like zero games played in the NFL. Your first name didn't play in the NFL. You got
Who
lucky.
was it?
Yeah, yeah. Never played in the NFL. Yeah, Winkleman never played in the NFL.
No, he got drafted.
Yeah, close enough. Yeah, you saved yourself from saying Mark Gronowski.
I did say.
Yeah, we you caught yourself though. You knew he went to Iowa after you said it.
I keep forgetting about that. The beauty of college football and transfer portal now.
Right, exactly.
Well, anyways, if you guys haven't checked out that episode, we just gave you a little preview to it. So go check that out, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.